I kind of try and do what I want. Um, okay. So we are now recording. We are now live. We are now in the conspiracy. Welcome, one and all, anybody who might or may not be watching in the future, because, let's be honest, the only people we're going to have in here while it's live is pretty much, I'm going to guess, Fluffy on any occasion.
Wait, what? What did I do?
Nothing yet. I'm just saying we're live, not that it matters, because you're probably going to be the only one watching this live.
Oh, I'm not currently.
Look, see, there we go. We got nothing.
I'll watch it later. It's fine.
That is fine. I'm gonna have my mobile dashboard up anyway because reasons. So, hello, welcome, one and all. Holy crap, that's a lot of people on the list there. So, what we're going to do basically before we completely jump in, I'm going to ask everybody just introduce themselves, their character, and yeah, I mean we've got great visuals here, so we don't need to exactly describe the looks of everyone. Hooray for that! So we'll go in alphabetical order. We've got Alfir Ashi, who is a human stone sorcerer. And we'll go down the line there. Sin, that's you.
Carl doesn't realize he's next.
Yeah.
I have the intelligence of Carl.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But it's your
Carl
turn.
Shatter. He is a halfling and happens to be a Kensai. Also 2'7". I am the shortest member. Win.
Midgets for the win.
There you go.
There you go.
Dominic Dobkins. I'm a mastermind rogue tiefling.
Welcome. Next.
Eliathira Raimora. I'm a Spellpool Druid Circle of the Shepherd.
Next.
I'm Jasper Barzak. I'm a dwarf. I pretty much just deal with the earth, dirt, the druid.
Next. Being.
I am Kess Ember X, barbarian, and leader of a cult.
It's really easy to be a leader of a cult of one.
It's coming off the ground.
It's got to start somewhere, right? Next up.
Oh, I am playing Luther Thornburn. He is a rogue inquisitor. Screw it, why not? He's an inquisitor for Kess's cult.
What?
Nice.
This cannot continue.
I am Salvi Ashi, and I am a world-weary, half-elven sorcerer, divine soul.
And finally, last but not least.
I would like to casually direct everyone's attention to the chat box really quick.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Fair enough. All right. Well, now that we have the introductions nicely in place, let's see. We're gonna do that, and I would like for everyone to begin by rolling their initiative, please.
Initiative sucker!
Worst thing to happen in a campaign.
That's never a good sign.
Oh, I didn't have Sylvie fucking selected.
Wow, I rolled the same thing both times. So hey, Ken.
Go on.
What is your dwarf sorcerer's name in Pat's camp?
Woohoo! 20.
You can call him Mr. Greenstone.
Do you want to hear something real funny? At work the other day, I had this guy call in, and he's like, "Hello, this is Reverend Greenstone, and I'm having some issues with my doorbell."
Aren't we all?
And I had to be like, "Can you say that name one more time?" My headset cut out for a second. And yeah, his actual name was Reverend Greenstone.
Classy.
He's going to
Oh,
start
it
the
is.
apocalypse, isn't he?
I'm sitting there like, God damn it, I swear this better be Ken.
Well, that'd be fun.
Did my initiative not go onto the tracker for some reason?
Probably didn't have your token selected.
Click your character's face, and
Okay.
then click your initiative. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Like, roll again, or what?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it again. We can put your initiative onto it from there.
All you have to do is on the main thing here, you click your character portrait, and then
Yeah,
it,
and that'll
There
drop
you
it
go.
in there.
Hey, it got better.
yeah, so
Well, you may have.
A
You,
much better roll for me.
yeah, you know what? To hell with it. I'll take the new rules. I don't care.
I wasn't sure.
There's somebody on here labeled creature. I don't.
Well, I mean, there's got to be something.
I mean, nobody else read on the right-hand side exactly what it was, but I'm not going to.
Why does it say Cloud Giant?
Really? Great first encounter.
Damn you, literate sorts, ruining all my surprises.
Cough, welcome.
Welcome to the conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen. We are now fighting cloud giants.
Carl, who has an intelligence score of 0,
Win!
notice.
The intelligence modifier. Let's be fair
Whatever.
about that.
Guess we'll go
If
ahead
you had
and grab-
intelligence 0, you would be a rutabaga.
I mean,
Yay,
that was pretty
zero
close.
Intelligence mod. I'm right there with you, bud.
I feel
that's
like
pretty
that's insulting a rutabaga.
It might be. It very well might be.
Turn
I-
it for what?
As a druid,
Turn up for what? Okay, alright. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give you an inspiration for that one. That was good. So you got that little thing on your character sheet. Oh jeez, why did I? That should denote a DM given inspiration. You go ahead and click that just to remind yourself. And what that'll be good for is you can say that you're using that, and you can give yourself advantage on one of your rolls. So, without further ado, we will begin.
Yay.
The first guy I see that's on the map reminds me of Hey You Go.
I can't see anything.
All the initiatives just disappeared.
Oof.
Oh, did they? Oh, son of a bitch.
Almost all.
Cloud giant for the win, I guess.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Sorry to have to do that to you, but go ahead and run it again. We'll
Damn,
just-
I go from a 20 to a 6. That's.
I'm sorry.
Big one.
Mine went up. I'm happy for that.
What?
Yeah, mine went down.
Cry.
Oh,
Sad.
that cool.
Whatever, I still beat the damn thing. I still beat Hey You Guys. And that was a natural one initiative, GG.
Okay. So, everybody's rolled? Alright.
Hey, Quinn, do we get ammo back from our last thing? Like in that last fight I was in? Do I get all my ammo back?
What ammo did you your
arrows.
arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have your, what did you have, a full complement of
Like 20 arrows or something?
20? Yeah, 20 is fine.
Alright.
Just a quick thing. Do we know who Croaker 42 is?
Croak.
What?
I have an assumption about who that is.
You know who it is.
You know,
I know who it is.
I know who it is now.
See, I knew that Croaker was his name on like everything.
I did not.
Lol.
Okay, well, good. Now that we have somebody in there, you can tell me what the volume levels are like, because I haven't gotten the slightest ass idea of what that's all about, or how.
Beat the crap out of it.
Fair
Alright,
enough.
talk.
Okay, so yeah, I want to make for sure that this is the first time I would be able to check volume levels on everything. So
1 second, I'm gonna.
Should have a fluffy something or other now. I don't know.
Quinn, you're coming through. Everything soft. Like everything soft. You're okay. Everyone over Mike is coming through.
okay, boosted everybody up. So hopefully, because that's my desktop audio.
How about now?
Much better.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Dear God, I should really learn to just close out Discord and not not look at it while the game's going on. Holy shit. All right. So, you find yourself on a windswept parapet. Scattered rocks and jagged pieces of land are strewn about the area. There's a light haze emanating from crevices, the sheer cliff sides all around you. Heavy footfalls thump as there is the sound of angry creatures.
I didn't know I was in this game.
Yeah, it's all based off of you. As these thunderous footfalls start approaching you. Yes, and apparently we have 2 Luthers. That's not going to happen. All right. Speaking
Don't make
of,
this fight too easy.
GG Luther's OP campaign over.
pretty much. Luther,
Not true.
we begin with you.
So, on top of this plateau, I see a thing approaching. Is that it right there?
It is, yes, it is a thing. It is a giant thing.
Are these shapes in the ground cover?
They are, in fact.
I'm gonna go hide.
That is sheer cliff. That is
Oh,
the
what?
abyss.
Hi, Felicia!
Really?
Please roll.
Okay. I thought it was just like.
Please
dark
roll a
ground.
new character.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
I'm out. Fuck it. Yes.
This was a terrible idea.
Yes, this is not water. This is, yeah, that is the open abyss.
Oof.
However, the jagged rocks about can be used as cover. They stand at various heights, but generally no shorter than 3 feet tall.
Sorry, Carl.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm always in cover then. Ree!
Well, let's see. I think, seeing this giant thing approaching, Luther is going to cast Hex as his bonus attack. So, if it's Hex, I'm just clicking on it.
Yes, of course.
And not wanting to be too close for when everything terrible happens to everyone else but me.
As for Hex, what skill is being affected?
Oh boy. Dexterity.
All right.
Knock it over. And then I'll move 30 feet, and let's see, I still kind of see him. Can I? 45 feet. I'll just do a crossbow, or sorry, a bow shot.
All right, you fire your short bow at him, and yes, it sinks shallowly into the flesh of its forearm. Kind of brushes it off, but it does seem to have affected it.
If he looks at me, I'll point over at Cass and pretend it was him.
Okay.
It was that guy with the beard.
Okay, I really need to mute one of those. Okay, good. All right, Torin.
What?
It is your turn.
It is?
It is.
Oh, I thought I was like way down there. I'm gonna just put a little note out there first that when I'm actually speaking, it's not Torrent speaking. Torrent speaking will be only through right. There's a lot of silence behind that. That's cool.
We're waiting for your actions, sir.
I don't know my actions, sir.
Well, this is the time to be doing them.
And so this whole black
thing.
area.
Yes, if it doesn't look like land, it is the abyss.
You're the abyss.
This is true.
Dark to see because like my whole screen's black. Well,
Well, good.
It's
You
because
can't
you're a
see
blind
anything.
motherfucker.
That's right.
I assume
You
we're in the dark then.
you have no light source.
Sad face.
Okay.
You should be able to see 5 feet around you at least.
Oh well.
Everything shifted. Okay, I think that's all I can actually do for right now.
All right. Mr. Dobkins, it is your move.
I take it we're all going that way.
That's.
I can't see what they're going after. I can't see anything. Just land.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. You do actually have sight. That's
Giant
good.
is not on our token level, just so you are aware.
On your token level. What?
So what? Are we not supposed to see it? Because I can see it.
Well,
You
I
can
can
see
it too. but
Whatever
it's
you
all
see, you see.
It's the weird hazy distance used by Roll20 to try and represent draw distance or some shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So just real quick, in Roll20, is the world flat or is it round?
That has nothing to do with Roll20. That's the world.
No, the world in Roll20. In
Yeah, Quinn's world. Nothing to do with Roll20.
True.
Quinn's world
Yes, it is. It is a sphere. We are not flat earthers.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Figured it'd be like a donut or something.
I just wondered
Donut
because
No halos here.
that would be pretty cool, actually. But nah, just making sure because you know if we run into a bunch of cat people, I don't want to get pushed off the edge.
Well, you've got two
Conveniently,
cat
you have
people
run
here,
into
so
a
you better
couple
watch
cat
yourself.
people.
So, Dominic, you've moved. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That's all I can do.
Okay. We bring it now to Carl. Coral, go.
All right.
Blind ass halfling, go.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't see shit.
You might want to move slowly. And technically, in this low light, as you're moving, you move at half pace. Unless you just want to go careening headlong into the darkness. Telling me which direction you want to go.
I think I'm gonna go 20 feet in that direction.
Alright, 20 feet in that direction. You, as you're dashing along, you have to kind of come to a bit of a skidding stop as you're faced with a precipice falling below into utter darkness.
Well, okay then. I still have 20 movement.
That is your movement. You're
Oh yeah,
basically
that's right.
to...
Half.
Yeah, right now, as you're in the dark, you're kind of moving carefully along.
All right. Well, I can't do
There
that.
is one of your allies next to you. The large,
Yeah.
shirtless, cat-eared individual.
Don't get too turned on by that, Jesus.
No, not really. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look up to him and say, "What's up?"
That's what she said.
I take it that's all you're doing.
Wait, his small what?
Yep.
Solvi.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Okay.
We will take a 5-foot step, and do the onto Alfair.
All right. I'm okay with that.
Darling husband.
Suddenly I'm uncomfortable. Oh,
Yes, I agree with this.
You're just feeling cheated on. It's all right. Anything else you're
And then
doing?
she's then going to go attempt to take cover behind these little peaky things.
Okay. Not able to execute a hide at the moment, but you have kind of ducked down for cover.
Yes, and that will end the turn.
All right, Kess.
All right. Well. And Kess is gonna go ham.
Moving
Nobody
straight into the fray. I'm
Kess is
guessing.
gonna
What are you doing here?
gotta go ham. I don't know if I had my button pushed. Gonna go ahead pop rage. Gonna go ahead reckless, and gonna go ahead and go.
All right. In standard operating procedure, Kess flies into a frenzy, mouth starting to foam over, raising his great axe, and slashing handily for psycho crazy amounts of damage.
You'll notice he's got something attached to the bottom of his axe as well.
Oh God, what have you done?
Hey, you know it's what you said I could.
Okay. I thought you were getting a necklace. That's
Oh, okay. Well, I could.
if you want it on the
I could totally
bottom
wear
of
it
your axe as a cap, that's fine.
Oh no, it could hang down like a chain from the bottom of the axe.
Like a cell phone charm, but axe.
So Kess is trying to own himself a keyblade now. Is that what's going on?
I totally have no context for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and guess Cass got truck nuts for his axe.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing at this point.
Nah, Kess got a holy symbol made.
He apparently has an icon of a shawarma wrap and has attached it to the bottom of his axe.
Beautiful.
Ew.
Disturbing, but okay.
That by shawarma.
Jasper. It is your time to shine.
So Jasper doesn't really know what the heck is going on. He can't see anything at all around this rock he's next to. So. So.
Well, you don't have to take all your movement at once.
Well, yeah.
See, that would have been great to know.
Not like you were going to get into anything.
Yeah, sure.
Speed is 25. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move like 5 just around this rock. Each square is 5, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh crap. There's a lot of stuff. I'm going to move, I guess. Crap, wrong button. Up to here, I think. Yeah, that's.
All right.
And you said it's a. What is it? A snare kind of giant?
It is a giant, hulking creature.
Cloud giant.
Cloud giant is what people have described it as. All right. Any other actions you're performing?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I think. Yeah, they are aggressive, right? I assume. Did anybody even?
God, I hope so. I just shot one.
Oh, well, then he is now.
He was shot with an
Excellent.
arrow and hit with a battle axe a couple of times. If he wasn't hostile before, he certainly is likely to be now.
He's in the way now, though. Can't guess that one.
He was supposed to be our quest giver. Damn it.
He was the one that going to give us starting goal. Now we just have to take it.
Glubgar from IT. Glubgar wanted give quest.
Ooh, actually, I'm sorry, I don't really know my spells all that well. I have too many different. I'm going to use Erupting Earth, I guess.
All right.
Well, make sure I'm not gonna screw guesses everything up here.
I believe that is a 4x4 square.
So, yeah, I'm going to cast it third right around. Wait, 4x4, so like here, I guess?
4x4 square, yeah.
Somewhere in that area.
Okay, let's see that. Just a second to. I think I've got something for that actually. Okay. So you want to land it right there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. As a spine has several spines open up, and a shower of stones hails down on this giant, who has to make a dexterity save. His mighty dexterity. Oh yeah. No, to hell with him. Fuck that guy.
In particular.
In particular, that guy. Okay, so he takes 17 points of bludgeoning damage as stones come hailing down upon him. Now, did that have an effect of knocking him down?
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Takes. Wait. I thought it did. Wait. 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage successful one. The ground in the area becomes difficult terrain until.
So it doesn't actually knock him down.
That's a shame.
Okay. That's fine. It is now rough terrain to deal with. Alright. Is that all you're doing?
can I do? I'm new to
Uh,
5, so.
You've moved, you've used your action. If you have a bonus action you want to perform, you can still do that.
Not that I know of. So yeah.
All right. We are going to have Eliafara on deck here. Think about what you're doing. I will be right back just a second. Sorry.
Is his last name really Shin Shatter?
Yes, yes, it is.
So fitting.
Oh, if you only knew the story behind the creation of that character and the story he wanted to go.
I think I vaguely heard something about it.
I mean, the real backstory, since we have a few minutes, I mean, he's a traveling, Shin Guard salesman? Yeah.
That was
the
pretty
original
much. That was the
idea,
original.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, apparently that just wasn't in canon enough. I don't know. It seems legit to me.
Quinn didn't really like it, so it's kind of like,
I mean, Greaves exist. Come on.
true. Yeah,
I
that
thought
would-
you had an amazing character concept. I'm just gonna say that.
it's still pretty good.
Like, what are you now? Like a painter? That's kind of fun. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, the monk. He can go for painting, but because of his size, he could have also gone for kicking people in the shins and then showing them the actual reason for shin guards. And they're
Yeah.
important.
Come on, this is a
Real
fucking
right there.
cloud giant or something. Us normal-sized folk are gonna kick it in the shin.
I'm gonna kick it in the ankle. Actually, I'll probably kick it in the toe. I probably can't even reach the ankle.
Same. No.
What to say? You're the tallest one in the group. You could probably freaking, what do you call it?
It's like all shin. All of us are shin. Except for you.
I'm gonna hit the toe.
You slaughter the hell out of that toe.
I'll be that thing that you accidentally hit your pinky toe into.
Oh, you deserve to die then. Ooh.
The giant probably thinks so too, or will.
For clarification, Carl, I was wondering if Torin was to show you like a note in this kind of surrounding, would he be able to read it?
Me?
Are you Carl?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even hear him say Carl, but yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we're Carl.
I mean, I would be able to. I mean, I can only see 5 feet around me, but I could definitely read a note if it was like given to me.
Okay.
I mean, wait, your character could speak, right? Or no?
No.
Okay.
But
You
can
point it too. You I could see the point.
he can read lips and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Very long description for everything that I don't know how to get it.
I'm sure there's going to be some kind of check involved.
Sure, we'll say that.
I forget which feat it is, but there is a feat for being able to read lips.
Oh,
Yeah.
you figured out my character already.
Lol.
detective ability tastes good.
What?
Well,
You ever come back in just the weirdest spot?
let me
Guys,
guess.
everyone
Let me
behave. Dad's back.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh
Let me
god.
guess. Detective ability tastes good, right? That's where you came back at.
Okay. So, Eliafira, what is your action?
Okay, I think I've thought this out. I probably overthought it, but
Which is fine.
going to give it a try.
Okay. It needs to make a constitution save. Which it fails. As you scamper up. See, I mean, you're normally looking at people's, waistline normally. You don't even come up to this thing's ankle.
Sounds about right.
This giant hulking thing with a club in one hand and a rock in the other. Looking down at you is just pull your claws back, drawing moisture from it as it just kind of bellows. As it takes 35 points of necrotic damage.
Damn, child.
And can I move again?
Do you still have movement left?
Yes.
You can, in fact, move.
Backing up. Kind of out of sight.
So this guy's potentially, what, 15 feet tall?
Let's
Oh, it's
see.
a cloud giant. Huge creature.
Huge creature indeed. A cloud giant is 24 feet tall.
Ah, they're skinny.
Yeah. According to this, looks like they are the second tallest of giant kind.
Torrent being first.
Sure. Okay, so Alfire is going to start off by giving himself light, because, yeah, he can't see a damn thing either.
Erg.
Now Carl should be able to see as well.
Maybe. All
I'd be able to
right,
see
let's-
him.
Yeah,
You
he'll
light that
definitely be
torch?
able to. Let's see, that is 40, 20. And everyone can, in fact, see that light.
It's pretty.
Oh, so that's where it coming from. Okay.
Yeah.
So, seeing that, let's see, let's check real quick here what he can actually see, because that's where I've got some issue. And that's not going to work. Good. Good job, me. All right. You can see that thing. Yeah. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, okay. There's definitely some action going on here. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. as he will come up behind Kess. There's a bright light approaching you from the rear.
Shormamu, is that you?
What? Never mind, I do not want to know. Okay, so apparently that I can't see there. I don't believe any of that is. Okay, let me try and open that up again, because there we go. Now I've got access to the sheet again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of that is... Yeah, okay. So, the Cloud Giant. Well, hey, guess what, Kess?
You saved a bunch of money on car insurance?
Indeed, in fact. A lot of car insurance was had here. But also, you kind of have its attention.
It's the way I like.
Well,
So he gives a couple of mighty swings and catches you pretty solidly. So 20, 30, 42. So yeah, you end up taking 21 points of piercing damage as he just rocks you back and forth with a Morning Star.
good morning, bitch. Oh,
Little man. Okay, just as a point of reference for you, Torin,
yes.
arrange yourself at the end of your turn, and that's how you're going to be, okay? 'Cause I've seen you spinning yourself, and unlike the others, yours is important. You're gonna have to determine your facing at the end of your turn, okay?
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Just
So
as
if I'm going
future
to be
reference.
moving that way, I should be facing that way, kind of thing.
Well, the fact is, at the end of your turn, you need to position yourself as you're positioned.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I know, because I saw you spinning him around.
Should I go ahead and put mine the way I wanted him to be?
No, it's not exactly. It's not important for really anyone but Mr. Special Kitty.
Okay.
Gaze effects. What?
Special kitty.
You see, what you didn't realize is we're playing a game of Hidden Beholder.
I just thought he was kneeing.
Jesus, I won immediately? Come on.
Yeah, I know. You found the secret beholder. Congratulations.
Well, that's what the cat does, right?
So, we are going to have you hear some loud grunts coming from
Really?
further from further outside of your range of vision, and you see a pair of large rocks come into view. One of which is sailing towards you, Torin. The other is coming fleeing at the tiefling. So we'll resolve this versus Torin first.
Oh. So hurtful.
Yeah. And then towards Dominic. So, yes. That is 42 to Torin and 26 bludgeoning damage to Dominic, as there are very large footsteps heard afterwards.
Oh, God.
Yes, very large rocks, and stomping into view is another pair of giants.
How many people are we gonna kill this session?
Hold on.
It's up to you.
Great. This is
Um,
gonna be fun.
Okay, good. I was just about to mention if you didn't know. Good job, Dominic. Okay, that
I
brings
have a
us.
toddler trying to fall asleep on my lap while I'm doing this. I apologize for being a little slow.
Oh no, that's fine. I roll. I know that roll 20 can be not always so intuitive to use, so I'm here to assist if anyone has questions. I may or may not respond to any shawarma related questions, however.
Okay, got one. How
Oh,
many
God.
hit points does each giant have?
It's a good
Enough.
Oh. Thanks.
Top of the
Also,
order. Yes.
Luther, he got kicked off of the turn order.
Oh no,
for
he's
some
on the
reason,
turn order here.
22. I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
He's not for us.
Yeah, the turn order we are seeing is vastly different than the turn order you are seeing.
Okay,
Yeah, people
well,
are dropping off.
well, I
Yeah, I'm not
had
even
I removed duplicates. So
I'm not
Well,
even on
maybe
there.
yours was glitched.
May,
because
you
now
know
we're
that
missing
might
a lot
have
of
been.
people.
That might
No,
have
it's-
been.
No, Quinn is having the first turn order. We're having the second turnover we rolled.
Well, that's the thing is I had rolled a second time. For that
Yeah,
second turn
well,
order
it
in
looked
my-
like it put everybody on the turn order twice.
On ours,
Right.
we have Dominic, Solvi,
Jasper,
Elia,
Eleazar,
and
Alpha.
Alpha.
All right, let's see if I close that out and then drop it and put it back in. Are people on the turn order again?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, Fooey.
You want to just roll? Us
No,
roll?
no,
Ian is
because
the only one who needs to know it anyway.
I will announce. Okay, so we have Luther and Torin. You're on deck.
Yep. Okay.
So I'll just do it that way. I'll announce the turn of the person, and then the turn of the person's coming up next.
Oh.
So yeah, Torin, you're gonna be coming up next.
Cool.
Okay. Well, neither of the two next to me are melee engaged. That's not a good call. So, good luck, guys. I'm going to use my bonus and my movement to get 60 feet, which should bring me, boom, all the way up to this feller here.
Okay.
Hi, bud. There we go. That's
Greetings.
one attack. So that's my bonus, my movement. I will use my action to dagger at this guy's upper calf.
Go hamstring.
I don't think that's gonna.
Nope, that is you carve at it, but it doesn't seem to really break through the skin. This thing is very resilient.
That's all my economy. Have fun, y'all.
All right, Torin, you're up. Dominic, you're next.
One second. Really quick. Okay. I don't know if this is actually allowed, but ripping out a page from my notebook and handing it very far downward.
Okay, you hand a page to Carl.
Yes. Oh crap! It didn't even do it. Okay, 1 second. It won't let me do it just to him, so I'm going to.
Well, you can whisper him.
Yeah,
Slash W his name.
No.
Just so I know, how do you whisper?
Slash W and
okay.
the person's name.
Weird. I'm going to just let this one go to everyone for right now, just because, well, it's not finding percent.
Because you have to do their not their character name, but the player name that you'll see down at the bottom of your screen.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
So you spend your action to scribble something in your page and hand it to the halfling.
Yes.
All right, you have your bonus and your move still.
This and move. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, you can. I am actually completely forgetting how to play a monk at all. Oh, okay. So my bonus action can still be used, right?
Yes, you have your bonus and your move action.
Okay. What can I use for my bonus? Is that since I'm a monk, I can use my extra attack? Is that right?
You have to. Your extra attack is in addition to the attack actions you've already used. So you'd have to attack first. However, you do have patient defense that you could use. Or step of the wind to basically double move.
I'm looking for the.
It should be under key.
Oh, right. Would I spend that now, or if he actually?
You would spend it now, and that would give them disadvantage to hit you.
Okay, I'm going to
until the
spend
start of
that
your
one.
next turn. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You finish your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the question is, can you see the turn order?
Yes.
Yep.
Everybody's got it? Can you... Yeah, it may be a bunch of zeros, but the order is the same. Are the creatures...
Still missing off there.
You're still missing off there? You can't be. You
Never
should be
mind.
on-
Now I see.
Yeah.
I'm back on there now.
All right. Can you see the creatures initiative?
Yeah, they're there.
Okay, good. I have fixed it. Hooray for me. Dominic, it is your turn.
So I think I can do this. I'd like to go with my rapier and then use sneak attack.
Yes, you have an ally who is in melee engaged, so any hit you would make would have your sneak attack attached to it.
So I click on the weapon first and then click sneak attack after, or what do I?
Do you
I don't know
have?
how to do this?
Let's see how your character sheet is set up for it. Dominic, there you are. Okay, what do we have for you here? All right, you can check the box that says sneak attack, and basically that will roll a separate section for sneak attack every time. So if you don't have sneak attack for whatever reason, we'll just ignore that result. So then you would just click on your rapier, and that will have you do your attack. In which you do hit. Stab this, you reach up and stab this thing in the thigh as it lets out a groan of pain. You have dealt 16 points of damage to it. Not bad for a single strike. You still have movement and your bonus action should you wish to use it.
I have no idea what a bonus action is, so I think
you can use your bonus action to disengage, which would mean this thing wouldn't get an attack on you for moving away from its threatened area. You're right in. You're very visible, but you could use that to try and hide if you have some cover. Otherwise, you're kind of just there.
Yeah. So you said I have movement still.
Yes, but if
So
you
I can,
if you move out of
like-
its threatened range, it can take a swipe at you as you're exiting it, unless you're disengaging.
I'm confused.
Basically, if you want to move away from it, you would use your bonus action to disengage, so it doesn't get a swipe at you as you're retreating from it.
Okay, so I guess let's do that.
All right, so make your movement. All right, is that as far as you want to go?
Yeah.
All right. That will bring us to Carl. You hear thunderous footsteps. And this very shadowy figure nearby.
Sin.
Are you dead,
Oh,
man?
Sorry, I'm there.
It is your turn.
I will have read the note that Torn gave me.
You cannot read the note. It is dark.
What? I can't read? What? I can see 5 feet around me, but I can't read?
20. No, there is actually enough light emanating from behind you that you can read the note.
Woohoo!
It wasn't proximity. It was the fact that it was otherwise pitch black. But yes, because you have someone who's lit up behind you and in range, you can read the note.
Thank goodness.
Hold it up higher.
Yes. I know, right? But being that I was able to read the note thanks to the light.
Yeah.
Did I see also by chance, partly in any way, shape, or form, which way Torn went?
You can guess the direction of where Torn went, and with that you can see dimly, I believe here.
I can't see anything.
You should be able to see based off of the light that's coming from. I'll figure.
Nah, everything around me is black.
Let's see if this changes anything for you. Anything at all for you?
Nah. Still
Okay.
black, little square in the midst of blackness.
Really weird because you should be able to see.
Follow the sound of my voice. Wait.
Yeah, right. You don't have a voice.
No. You can.
Listen to scribbling.
Okay, if you can see my blip, there is. You can move to that space because there is a creature right here.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's a thing.
There,
Hello.
it is a thing. It is ginormous compared to you.
Well, cool. So I can hit this thing now. Finally.
You can certainly go for it.
Do it.
Yeah,
All
you-
right.
Don't know why that light is not shining on you, but okay.
It's. I can see stuff over there.
All right. I would also like to use flurry of blows on this turn, so I'm going to
All
spend
right.
1 Kai point.
Spend your key, and you get a total of, let's see, attack, offhand, extra strike. You get a total of 5 swipes at this thing with your key.
Woohoo. Let's do. So is that 2 weapon attacks or 3?
You get 2 long swords and 3 unarmed.
All right.
Okay, so let's take stock of what's going on here. Well, you swing and a miss with the long swords as it just kind of raises its foot. However, as it comes stomping down, trying to smush the little thing there, you kind of hop to one side and like,
I'm hitting its pinky toe.
yeah, pretty much. You're boxing that thing like it's a sandbag, just which it seems rather annoyed by that, at least. 15 points of damage, as you have definitely chipped off part of its grubby-looking toenail. That was definitely a thing that happened. All right, you still have movement if you wish to get involved with that.
Nah. I'm just gonna stand right.
All right, Carl stands firm. Solvi.
Oh boy.
Things got complicated real quick for you.
I can see like a little part of basically everybody right. So what's going on? Can also see the 3 fucking giants.
Yep. And I think everyone can see each other's health bars, so that's a thing, I hope.
I see nothing.
I only
Yeah,
see
I
my health bar.
mine.
Yeah, just mine.
Okay.
I was wondering what that was.
You're going to fix that.
Oh, by the way, Quinn, I'm just pointing that out so that it's known. I
You get
used
plus 2
melee
to your
weapon.
armor class.
Yeah.
Good
Just
job.
wanted to make sure that was there.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I needed that. We'll see if that actually makes a difference for anything. Solvi? Still in deliberation.
Okay. Well, I can see stuff now. That's cool.
Okay, so that should be fixed.
Let me see. Okay, I will be doing the burning a sorcery point to cure wounds at Dominic.
Okay.
And then
So, Dominic, you recover 7 hit points as there is kind of a wash of this. It's like this cool breeze overtakes you, and you see some of the injuries you've sustained start to kind of fade. The bruising seems less severe.
And then, as a bonus, I want to drop the spiritual weapon over here.
Okay, that's what I was trying to do, was get a spear for you.
What does the spiritual weapon do exactly?
Oh god, that's terrible looking.
It's a weapon.
Thank you. Oh.
Yeah,
It's a free attack every round.
pretty much.
Oh.
So basically calling into existence this luminescent, essentially what looks to be like a trident of glowing energy. Hey, look, Carl, you can kind of see that.
Where is it?
Let's see. See if I can actually get this thing to light up.
Carl.
It's in front of the giant that's about to flank you.
Kind of. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can.
Sad face.
All right, whatever. But this, you see this spear of this trident of bright energy appear out of nowhere and go stabbing into the cloud giant.
I'll flick the giant.
Yeah, you can't flank it with that, unfortunately.
Said flick it off, but okay.
Yeah, whatever. Does 8 force damage to this creature. And is that what's going on with your turn?
Well, that is an action and a bonus, so I mean I could move more, but I don't think I want to.
Fair enough. Kess, this thing has challenged you.
Great Shuramamu, please guide my axe to smite the foe ahead of me.
And yes, for people who aren't aware of Kess, unless he is dictating that he is not using Reckless, it is his MO to be using Reckless, just as a point of order. Because Kess, not only does he go to 11, there are no numbers below that.
No, the knob has been snapped off.
Pretty much. So that is 2 hits. So we got 28, 32 points of damage as you start carving into this thing with reckless euphoria. Anything else? Kess?
Negative.
Negative? All right. Mr. Barzak. Things went from bad to worse, and it's your time to shine.
I did not recognize my last name for a moment there. So I think. Oh yeah, I can definitely reach that. Seeing these two come from the side. Wait, am I missing someone? I think I can't see someone from a distance. Either way, I'm going to use spike.
Spike growth, all right.
Wait, I want to go up. Right about. Actually, wait, what's the distance on that? Just to make sure.
It is a 20
Plenty.
foot.
That's 55 away from me.
All right, so you can drop that in because it's a 60-foot range, correct?
150 according to what he posted.
Okay.
Plenty of range.
Right about. Which I get.
All right. Let's see here. Rooted stone spikes. There we go. That's what I want. Go all my spell icons. So is a 20-foot radius.
Wait. Ah, crap. Didn't mean to. Oh.
20-foot radiance. Okay. So that is 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you wanted it right like that? Looks good?
Sure.
Does that hit Torin?
I can't even see Torin.
That's rude. Oh.
No, you're, I did.
No, it does not.
He is right on the edge, it looks like.
Right on the
No.
edge.
All I
Not
see- I
not
see
that
a
not
floating
that
spear.
not that Torn reacts to anything that has just happened.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything that's happening.
No, doesn't affect him. All right, you have laid down your spike strip.
You have popped the giant's tires.
Oh yeah.
So that was my action. I guess I will also do some to I guess just right over to here. Yeah, wrong. Oh no, I see him.
There you go.
Oh yay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Eliafira.
Hey. Um. So for my, can I use my bonus action now?
Yeah, you don't have... There's not a set order of which you use them.
Okay. So I'd like to do that to summon my unicorn to this spot. If it's going to let me click.
I have got work on tokens to do, I'll tell you that much.
No, one up from that. Nope, other way. Nope.
I do need a cooler spiritual weapon.
Right there.
Alright, what we're going to do...
And he comes with a beautiful 30-foot radius.
It's a 30-foot radius?
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna just... Let's see here...
How cute.
Charlie.
Not quite, but close enough.
Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Oh.
Where do you think you are right now?
This is not the Candy Mountain I was promised.
Look, if this is Candy Mountain, we're going to take all of their candy, kick them in the shins, and then...
I did have some questions about my motivation. Like, is this Candy Mountain? Is that why I'm here?
Must be. Okay, so where did you want your unicorn to be?
Right there?
Right here.
Right there.
Why does Carl see a horse?
There is a translucent unicorn suddenly burst into radiance.
Just
Rainbows everywhere.
It kind of sparkles.
so, just to make sure, because I did try to measure this out, Torin is in this radius, right?
Do you see that yellow glow there?
Hazily, yes.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
I see that.
Yeah, basically, if it's in that yellow circle, you can. That is the aura of the unicorn.
What'll that do?
We like the aura of the unicorn. Thank you for letting the class know.
You're not covered in glitter just yet. However, there's a sparkly unicorn disco ball.
Now it's just hanging off of his horn.
No, its name may or may not be Butt Stallion.
But Stallion?
To the 3-4 people that get that joke.
Made of diamonds.
Yes.
I get the joke very...
Oh, okay, perfect. Then for my action,
You drop in a healing spirit. At what point?
1 second. Trying to click.
Drop it on him.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
That's violent.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're good.
Everything's perfectly nominal. All of the tokens. Okay. All right, so you drop that on Torin, and I imagine that's. Ooh, you cast it at a higher level spell slot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Torin, you recover 3 hit points.
Yay.
And go ahead for your second part.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay, so, any creatures.
You can't see my screen, Fluffy. Shut up.
What?
Say nothing more.
Okay, so Dominic and Kess as well. For 8 points.
All right. Dominic Kess, 8 points of healing also fall onto you as the unicorn's light warms your skin.
Feel the warmth.
Okay, so question.
Yes.
Can I add 8 more points to Torin because he is in the aura and I can choose him? Or not? It doesn't specifically say that the person you heal can't receive the aura's benefit well.
This might be a good point here. Let me just read up on that.
Oh no, he's opened the book.
I have opened the book. How bad's the delay, by the way?
No idea. I have that shit muted like nobody's business.
Well, I mean, even the visual delay.
It's about 10 to 15 seconds.
All right, it's about standard.
For Twitch? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it says each creature within the aura. It does not say that you can't, that doesn't affect the target, not the target as well. So, yeah. Torin, that's an extra 8 hit points.
Oh, how sweet.
This is the unicorn is kind of dancing in place, casting these rainbow lights about.
I mean, what can a 6'5" catboy have to judge about at this point?
Up is down, left is right. What even is life?
Exactly.
So I still have my movement.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, okay.
Now you're 30 feet.
Hmm. Done with my turn then.
All right. Brings it to Alfar. Kind of turns to you, Cass. Just, do you have this one?
Yes.
All right. That being the case, we are going to do this here as a bonus. And, of course, it didn't click properly. There we go. As a swirl of dust picks up and envelops the man, and he goes, as that cloud of dust juts over the chasm, depositing him right in front of this giant.
Torin's ears stand straight up.
Yeah, suddenly there is a dust cloud that comes ripping right up in front of you, swirls around, and then there's this guy with this lightly like ultraviolet glowing battle axe in hand, and hacks at the giant. Managing to tag it a couple of times. For 13. And as soon as that... All right. That's what he's doing with that. Now it's the creature's turn.
I think we should start a petition that does not allow that to happen.
I'm go ahead and take it up with management.
You are management.
Yeah, I know. But all questions must be submitted in writing. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this one is going to move in to and bad things are going to happen. All right, so we'll have you do it. Mr. Jasper, if you could roll me 2d4, please. Okay. The giant, as he's moving through the field of stones, takes 4 points of damage.
For every 5 feet it travels through.
It has... I think it only traveled 5 feet.
Okay.
It's just really, really big. But that is a thing.
Would that be the equivalent of a giant stepping on a Lego?
Kind of, yeah. But the Legos have been filed into a point.
So a giant stepping on D4s.
Pretty much. Pretty much
Do you guys
caltrops.
not file your Legos into Sharp?
I do that with my Kinects. So, it looks like we're going to have a pair of attacks at Kess, Torin, and at Alfir. So that's disturbing. Okay. So we will
That's
first
awesome.
have the pair of attacks going at Kess. Yes. So that is
Ouch.
25, 34, 44. So 22 points of piercing damage as you are battered around at this.
I'll tell the giant to do better. His grandma could probably hit better than that.
So we have the cloud giant making 2 advantage strikes on Torin. But first, let me double check something real quick here. Yes, indeed, because that was a thing. Torin, as you're getting ready to assault this thing, the man to your side who was attacking with the battle axe suddenly whips around backwards and takes a slash at something that's behind you.
Oh, okay.
So that's, alarming. There's clearly something behind you, as you will very much find out now. Yes, as this thing has 2 attacks on you at advantage for, let's see, 48 points of damage.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, okay, so that crumples the Catman.
Yep.
Oh crap.
So he's knocked down.
Axe of Doom.
Right.
At the same time, Carl. At the same time.
I'll do it.
And Alfir is getting a pair of attacks swung at him. It's the last thing to threaten this guy. And because of the warding bond, both miss. It did not have advantage on him, thankfully.
Yay!
So this thing comes swinging a couple of times at it and is barely knocked away by the large round shield that the man is brandishing. Now we take it to Luther.
Oh, hell. I've got so many questions. Like, how did we get in here? What's my motivation? I'm still assuming Candy Mountain. I'm assuming all these people are my friends. That's why I'm going to stay and whoop some ass.
All right. Well, at the very least, you know that these are your allies. You know what side you're on.
Well,
You know, the Giants, I think, may have a advantage. So you may, could possibly join with them. I don't know.
Good plan.
They possibly have candy.
They possibly have candy.
They are the keepers of Candy Mountain.
They do have rocks. Those might be candy rocks.
And you want to know what? Also, if they're giants, they have to have giant candy.
I like
Unfortunately, it's that it's like that Christmas hard candy, and not even the good Christmas hard candy.
All right, is it at least the Halloween candy that's in the orange and black wrappers?
Yeah, it's pretty, and it's
I like those.
it's that weird butterscotch taffy kind of thing or that peanut butter taffy that's not really peanut butter or taffy, and it's been sitting out for a couple of years. It's really bad.
Ew.
But it's not like the old grandma's candy dish of hard candy that you grab one and they all are like stuck together.
Yeah, but it's not as good as those.
Those orange and black candies are like a staple of my Halloween childhood.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
So I'm going to ram my dagger into this guy's calf, attempt to again, and then reach up, look at his face, snap my fingers, and ring his bell.
Okay.
Worked out to.
All right, that is a wisdom save for this creature.
Oh, sorry. I meant
Oh
to say,
my god.
I also forgot to say that was a booming blade.
Go for it.
All right. It's only a extra 1 day.
Okay, so it super failed its wisdom save. Holy fuck, 2 1s.
Double damage, right?
For 2 goddamn failures, yeah, I'm gonna say it's double damage on your toll. Because holy fuck, that was a goddamn fail and a half. So that is
38 plus 7 if you want to give me double for the fail.
Where are you taking the 7?
Toll of the Dead.
Toll of the Dead, it's damaged already, so that was your 11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Yay.
20, 22, 38, 39, 40, 41, 40, 43, 44 points of damage as you rock this thing's world.
Ooh la la.
And then I'll point at Kess and make it look like he did it.
He did it.
Well, it was
The-
him.
The giant does not seem to believe you.
Hilarious.
I'd like to see a sense motive. Insight.
Well, you did just stab him.
Fair.
Granted,
So
he
he'd have
also
an advantage.
fucking double failed the wisdom check too.
Yeah, well, that was the split ringing in his head.
Okay, I'll finish up with. Oh, all right, Kess, kill him now because I think he's mad.
Quite mad.
I'll take it from here.
So, Torin, I would like you to make your death saving throw, please.
I have a question first.
Yes.
Sorry. So, for the healing spirit, okay, so it's still on top of his square. So it says, until the spell ends, whenever you are a creature in spirit space, first time on a turn or starts its turn there. If it starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. So that count.
Let me double check the reading on that one. To see it for myself, rather here. If I can get the right page, that would be delightful. Till the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's place for the first time, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature, with no action required. He starts his turn in that square. This is true. So yes, that's legit. Roll it.
1d6.
Aaliyah, go ahead and roll 1d6.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
yeah!
1 point.
Hey, it worked.
However,
I mean, I guess it's better than nothing.
well, here's the thing. With that, the unicorn takes that energy and spreads that out. Anyone who is in the aura and is damaged recovers, what was it, 8 hit points?
Yes, 8.
So, Torin, that is a total of 9 hit points to you. And 8 to anybody else in the aura who is damaged. So, that happens at the start of your turn. You're awake, Catman.
Freaking
You can-
chakra.
You can spend half of your movement to stand up and are free to act, or you can stay lying on the ground and do whatever you like to do.
It is safe down here. Not real. Okay.
Sure, you're just kind of sandwiched between 2 giant cloud people.
Apparently from every angle. Okay, so I will use half to get up, and
Okay.
then I'm going to see if this works.
Yes, that does include Dominic.
Would he be able to move over here?
You would be leaving the cloud giant's threatened area.
Would I?
Yes, the one behind you. So unless you use a key point to Step of the Wind as your disengage, you will suffer an attack.
Oh, okay. That was my next question, actually. Thank you for answering that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will definitely use the key point and Step of the Wind out of the motherfucker's sight. Anyways, how much movement does that give me?
Your disengage allows you to move your full movement. So you have a movement of what, 45? Or
He does.
50?
He has 45, I think. Could have been 5 more than me, at least.
So then I could probably. Alright, and so that's still. Is that a good spot?
Is it?
Is it? Yes, you, sweetheart.
It's within your movement radius.
Oh, that's good. Alright. So that still gives me my attack and everything like that.
You have used your bonus action,
Okay.
so you still have your attack action.
Okay.
You might want to position yourself so you can see him.
I don't think I like your tone.
You don't have to, sweetheart.
It's my thing. Okay.
But you do have 2 attacks because you have extra attack. Which you managed to hit it once.
Take that, stupid toenail.
Yeah, you kind of carve into the top of its foot, like between the sandal straps, for 11 points of damage.
I wonder who makes sandals for these people. Make
They
good
do.
business.
They're not.
It's
they're not
a
unintelligent.
it's a fantasy world. We don't get into the economics of how giants actually live,
Well, I kind of thought maybe
how they
Carl-
can survive.
Okay, that's definitely the end of that.
Mr. Dominic,
Hi.
hi. There's a unicorn prancing around, making you feel all warm and tingly, and there are giants around.
Cats are dying from left to right, and giants everywhere.
The
What if I
struggle
behold-
turned into a rave for some reason. We don't understand any of this.
So I want to move there and use my short bow.
Okay. I'm guessing you're using it on the giant that's being crowded
The one
in
I'm
on.
facing, yes.
Yes, all right. And 12 is not going to hit. You see it sinks in just a couple of inches to its ankle, but doesn't seem to... Well, actually, you're shooting a short bow. You can target any part of this thing, but it doesn't seem to sink in enough to cause it any kind of distress.
You tell that giant's mama we are offended.
I'm sure it's devastated to hear that.
And for my bonus action,
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure how my help action works. I'd like to help Carl on his turn.
All right. Basically, you're with your short bow. You're basically you fire a couple of shots off to try and distract it away from noticing the little halfling. So, Carl, on your first attack, you will have advantage.
Oh, sweet.
Dominic, is that all? Is that everything for your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good job. Carl.
All right. I'm going to use a Kai point for stunning strike.
All right. You will use you use that when you make a contact. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you hit, you can spend the key point
Okay.
to use stunning
Gotcha.
strike.
I didn't know how that worked.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You don't have to spend it until you actually land a blow.
Okay. Well, I will proceed with my 2 longsword attacks and then my bonus action unarmed.
Okay. Well, that, because of Dominic's assistance, distracting it in that moment, you do actually hit with all 3 attacks.
Beautiful. Freaking beautiful.
Go help action. It does in fact work. All right, so that is 19, 26 points of damage to the giant. So if you would like to spend your key point, we'll say that's on your first strike to use stunning.
Alright.
And it looks like your DC is a 14 for its constitution.
Oof. Didn't work. Okay.
No. If you want to keep... The thing is, each time you hit, you can spend a key point to do that stunning strike if you want to keep rolling that dice. That is up to you. It is not limited to 1 per turn. Just limited to as much key as you have.
Gotcha.
Just as an option.
Gotcha. Alright.
So something for Torin to keep in mind as well.
Alrighty then. Well, I will finish my turn with that then.
All right. You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Solvi. What the hell face is that? Jesus Christ, people.
Okay. Well, Solvi, watching these 2 up here in the north, Luther and Kess, do their thing, is thinking they like to smack things around. And I think it's time to pull off the reason I played this class.
Okay. All right. So suddenly, as the 2 of you are staring down this gargantuan beast, Kess, Luther, this surge of adrenaline pumps through you. And you feel energized. And the world almost seems to slow ever so slightly around you.
My hair turns gold. I get it.
Super Saiyan!
No, you are not Ultra Instinct Luther just yet. Is that all you're doing, Solvi?
No, because even with my bonus action, I would like to go ahead and smack that thing with my spear.
Amen. Oh.
Bonus action spear. And it stabs into it for 11 points of damage.
Then that is all I shall be doing.
Now, is that an automatic, or do you have to use a bonus action to do that?
I have to use a bonus action to do it, don't I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I just recalling. All right, so that being the case, Kiss,
Go
you're
Super
feeling
Saiyan
mighty.
on it.
Alright.
Oof. Attack it 3 times. Do it.
Yep.
Yes.
You have.
Once
Oh
more.
shit! Ah. Ooh, putting some stank on that. Go muscle man. All right. Holy shit. Fucking haste, man. So 16, 17, 18. So 18, 20, 36, 37, 38, 40. So altogether, 57 points of damage. As with this fervor, you just kind of like jump up across in like up its sandals, and like one-handed and just almost dwarf parkour up this thing's leg as it's bent, and you hit at the knee and you drive your axe right into, essentially you drive it into his hip. As you're wrenching it out downward, you use the momentum to kind of like almost like grapple up to this thing, strike once in the hip, fling it up, strike once at the bottom of the rib cage, fling yourself up, strike right at the intersection of the collarbone and the neck as it just bursts out and starts crumpling to the ground backwards and just lays sprawled out over the mass of rubble that was just recently spraying downwards. As you just go psycho boy on all these things.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Barbarian has 3 attacks and is not using Frenzied Rage. This is kind of scary. You've just felled this 24-foot giant.
And do I still get movement with doing the 3 with
Yeah.
haste?
Yeah, you still get yeah, you have twice your movement. Holy shit.
Ooh. With that being said, how big is this chasm? Would that be like 5 feet?
You've got some you've got some steps over here. You could probably do it with a bit of athletic work.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna
Like-
go ahead and try for it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your athletics.
Well.
Oh yeah, easily. You just kind of take this momentum, go into a sprint, hopping over the small chasms like a very angry Mario in Donkey Kong. Just kind of swinging your axe, using the momentum of it to carry you across this chasm, landing right in front of one of these giants. Chasm. Yes. Shazam. Oh shit, no, I've invoked his name. Fuck.
That's hilarious.
Jasper, you saw one of these giants come crashing down as your dwarven brother has just gone full psycho, covered in just ichor.
Color of rainbows.
Okay, well. Really not built for this kind of thing.
Train OP.
The train is calling for you.
It's real.
It's the ghost train.
And all of a sudden, a giant is hit by a train.
Right?
A little tiny train called Kess.
I like trains.
There should be an item that gives Cass a train horn.
Oh god.
He needs a train horn item.
Let's not give him anything more.
Do it.
Let's see. Do I have an orange mark on me?
That's your concentration.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, because you're holding spike stones up.
Probably
Yeah,
put
yeah.
one of those on Sylvie as well, as she is holding haste.
Wanna
That
do
is also true.
ooh, wait, I could do. Actually, yeah. Let me. Did I? Oh. Erupting Earth once more. Blah, 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 blah. I will. So I'm going to cast Erupting Earth, I think right about here. He's moving.
Oh shit. It's not.
Also, you probably should have left that up there because it still remains.
Yeah,
default.
I know, but the thing is dead, and it's pretty much encompassing the rough terrain anyway.
Okay. True. So yeah, right about there, and I'm going to cast it at. Yeah, I don't really have any other good 4th level, so yeah, 4th level.
4th level. Okay, so it needs to make a dexterity save, something cloud giants are amazing at. Holy shit, he was pretty amazing at it. Damn, he had to straight roll that too. Fuck. All right, so that was 21 cut down to 10 points of damage. As now that is difficult terrain as well.
Wait, did it only roll 3?
What's
Can you
that?
imagine the size of
Hold
his
on, hold on.
face?
The extra one's above it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 21. Okay, and he made his save?
He did, in fact, make his save, so he took 11 points of damage from that. And there's a shower of rocks kind of scattering about. Anything more from you?
So movement of 2, probably right about there. Maybe. No, there.
Going right there. Okay.
I didn't want to get too close.
It's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Eliafara, your time, it has come.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I want my healing spirit over Torin again.
Okay.
At this point, just drop a Catholic church on me.
Well,
I don't know, that may be a little hot though.
Topical.
Oh.
We're an all ages channel, right?
Yeah.
So I can roll my 1d6 for that, right?
You, in fact, can.
Wow.
So that is 9 points to Torin and 8 points to anybody. Yeah, you still have everybody in the aura, so 8 hit points to anybody else who is still damaged at this point.
Yes. Yay, more light or more light.
All the life. I think we only have 2 injured on the field right now.
Oh.
And then for my action, this lovely gentleman.
Lovely. You have very bad taste.
As he needs to make a Constitution save. Which, yeah, sure. Let's have him just ace a Dex check that he's got no bonus on, but fuck up one that he's got a +6 to roll. Sure. Why not? That's delightful.
Nice. How do they work?
How do they even? Why do they even? What is dice? So Cat Girl draws out more moisture from a cloud giant. It's not looking happy with you.
Oh. So I can move still, right?
Yeah, you still have your movement.
Don't worry. He has to go through Torin first.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just here. Might be safer.
Okay, so you go running away. Scamper, scamper, scamper.
Eek.
Yay, us girls stick together.
All right. Alfier has a giant in his face. Yeah, barring... Let's see, what do I got for anything bonusy? No, it's... Gonna try and keep this thing's attention as it's kind of strayed away from it. And he will hit once for 5 damage. Which is not really enough to get its attention for anything. Bringing it to the creature's turn.
Oh god, I can't look.
Cloud Giant casts a range heal on its fallen brethren. No,
Bring it.
So,
Bet you won't.
yeah, I can't, is the thing. So, Kess, you're getting a couple of swipes thrown at you. Ugh, okay, so
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage as you're just getting rocked back and forth. So, the small feline hears a kind of a whistling sound as a rock comes sailing at you.
Apparently I didn't run far enough.
No, you did not. There's no...
in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah. Catgirl smacked with giant rock for 27 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Jeez, what did they do? Enchant the rock?
Holy fuck.
Yay.
Okay. Crit save.
She's like, not today, fucker.
So you are like...
I'd rather live.
So you are literally rocked by this thing as it just slams into you, and just your vision goes hazy, and you feel your concentration like wavering a little bit, but then you realize, oh no, Catboy in danger, and you grasp onto that and kind of steady yourself as this thing just... Oh geez, fucking hell, man, that was gonna be a hell of a check for that strike, but shit, good job.
Hey Quinn, what is
Yeah.
the black blob underneath the giant?
What black blob?
The black blob.
That is, you can't see because cover and light and whatnot.
There's a rock right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
probably a line of sight thing.
It's just like 3 squares, like exactly 3 squares, so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, it's probably your line of sight doing something.
Quinn, we are now fighting.
Why are we now fighting?
The Catboy needs our help.
Yeah, who's been knocked down?
Hey, you know what? I don't think I want to hear this anymore. Oh, wait.
Well, yeah, good job.
But you're not knocked out.
But you got it back up again.
Oh.
All right, Luther.
Eh?
Just make the jump.
Who's got the double movement?
Yeah. Or you can just make the jump.
Or you could just make the
Jump or double movement. Yeah, it's up. I'm gonna say, can I get there and running around in move action, or do I need to try and make the jump?
Well, I did not directly. Let's see what we got. 30 get to there.
Sure, Mama will guide you, my brother.
You can get to either like around here, and definitely here-ish. So you can, if you run around with your hasted movement, you can make it to either giant.
Cool. Sorry, I know you didn't call on me. I lost Quinn sound.
No, I'm here.
Okay. All right.
So if you heard me, we're all good.
Cool. In that case, yeah, if it's my turn, I'll run up there.
Yeah. And I did call on you. I think it might have just skipped out when I said that. All right,
Chase
you are
the
in.
shit out of that guy.
Stabby stab.
Gonna paintbrush him. So, dagger. Booming blade.
Booming blade.
Sneak attack. And
Okay.
then I'll go for a bonus action, Toll of the Dead. Snap my fingers, try to ring his bell.
All right, wisdom save. Oh no.
What is Toll of the Dead?
It's a cantrip.
Spell.
It's a cantrip. It's very screwed up in his hands, is what it is. Because normally that's an action, but because of his class, he gets it as a bonus action.
Oh, is he the cantrip rogue?
He's the
Thing?
Inquisitor rogue.
Yeah, cleric spells on a rogue, and I can use any of my cleric cantrips as a bonus action. Oh,
Nice.
I totally should have moved hex. I'll do it next turn.
Yep.
I'd rather take that damage.
Yeah,
Did you
no
do
kidding.
haste?
Yeah, you still have your hasted action.
Oh, there we go.
So you
oh,
can,
that's
if you want to move it, that's still technically an attack. I'll allow for it. If you want to move your hex
Yeah.
as that, or stab it again, your choice.
Screw it. Let's just go for a stabby stab. Oh, booming blade is an action. Can I do that again?
Um,
I believe it specifies it can only be an attack.
Yeah, I think so.
but you
Okay.
make an attack as part of the spell.
Well, I think it's a bigger. They still need to work on their, what constitutes action.
You know what?
Haste,
Yeah, I would
haste
say,
specifically limits it.
yeah, which is sad. Yeah, we'll just be a stabby stab.
Hey, there's another 7 damage.
That is pretty good work. So we got 9.
Just a boy
11.
and his dagger named Thorn.
Yeah. 11, 25, 37, 44. 44 damage on Giant Boy here.
Oh, that was a weak turn for me.
Shut it. Torin. I'm going at the start of your turn. You are in this glowing light that looks like some fey creature, which we don't exactly know what the shape of it is.
A cat?
All right, there's a little spectral kitty resting on your shoulders, apparently.
Oh, I totally expected an ostrich. What the hell?
Fey ostrich.
Better than
I
a
can
fey-
imagine the
fey
glare
fo-
you're getting at right now. So Elia, you can go ahead and roll that.
Woo!
Well, there you go. 6 plus another 8 for anyone who is damaged in the aura.
Which includes Elia.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Go.
Go. Okay. So let me see if I get this right. So I use my 2 swipes for my short sword.
Yep. And you can take an offhand strike with your unarmed. And if you, okay, so that your short sword, extra attack, your two-handed unarmed, and you can use your bonus action to make one extra strike, or spend a key point and use flurry to do 2 extra unarmed.
Okay. 1 key point and oh god.
Yeah, if you take off your key point, you can make 2 extra unarmed strikes.
Unarmed. Okay.
Alright, so let's check out the damage here. Got 9, 16, 1 miss.
Question on that miss, because she is down below, and you've got Sin up top. Is that considered flanking still?
No. Torin is not flanking anything. Or nothing is flanking with Torin.
Okay.
So that's 29 points total damage as you start going hog wild into this thing.
Payback's a bitch.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
No, that's all for me.
All right. Sir Dobkins.
How does inspiration work again?
All right. To use the inspiration I gave you, you tell me you're using it, and you'll have advantage on your next roll.
Did
You cut out.
You'll, if you want to use it, you just tell me that you're using it, take it off your sheet, and you'll have advantage on your next roll. Basically, anything that you're rolling with a d20, you'll be able to have advantage on it.
Okay, I'm gonna use it for my short bow.
Short bow strike with advantage. Go for it. Okay. Well, it automatically will roll 2 sets of numbers, and we take the best from that one. Kind of makes me wish you were hasted. So yes, you do hit the creature for 22 points of damage. This thing is looking beaten up as you line up your shot and fire. It kind of sails in and it sinks in just at the corner of its left eye socket.
Ooh.
As it just starts, basically crying those blood tears as you just sink right into that thing. So you still have your bonus and your movement.
So these two are still up, yeah?
They are both still very much alive. The one that you just shot is looking extraordinarily wounded.
Alright, I am going to help Carl again.
Okay. Yeah, that shot was pretty distracting. Are you moving anywhere?
No.
All right. Carl, this thing's not looking too healthy.
Alright. Let's kill.
All right. Your first strike misses. Let's see. The rest of your base hit. Let's see. Hit and hit. So that is 17 points of damage, which, yeah, basically you run about and you slash at its Achilles tendon. It is just, you become kind of slick with the blood splatter that hits you And it's a lot. It's like you kind of opened a fire hydrant on yourself, considering the size difference, as this thing kind of crumples to a knee and starts kind of going backwards. So yeah, it's done for.
Gross.
Well,
I'm imagining because he's so small that he got like blasted backwards.
Yeah, it took him a little bit. You know, he definitely
He's
it's
got
like
slammed with the fire hydrant, and he's all
Yeah,
the
it's
way
a
across
couple
the
of-
map now.
couple of staggered steps backwards, but you recover you recover quickly enough. You look like you just came out of like the movie Carrie, just as drenched as you're in. You have to kind of wipe some from your eyebrows, but you have the rest of your turn, sir.
there are more alive.
There's one more to your northwest.
I can see it, I assume.
Yes, you can see it, and I wish that there was.
Berg.
I mean, you should be able to see this thing very clearly because there's a lit up Alfear.
There we go. Okay, I just moved in there. You said northwest, so I said like.
Yeah, you're definitely able to do that.
All right, cool. Well, that's it for me. I don't have anything else I could do. Really.
You can still have your bonus action attack because you
Oh,
did
wait,
attack
that
this
doesn't
round and you
bonus
only
work.
used 3, so you still have one more or 2 with a key point.
I have one more still.
You have one more normal attack.
Oh, okay. You said it's a bonus or a normal?
It'll use your bonus action to do that.
Okay,
And you can
because I
still
thought that
spend
was-
the key point to use flurry, if you
Okay,
want.
because I thought the unarmed was the bonus.
No, basically your first 3 strikes, technically it goes longsword, offhand, unarmed, and then your other longsword is your extra attack, and then you have your bonus
Gotcha.
hit, and then potentially a second one with flurry.
Oh, okay.
So it's up to you whether or not you want to use the key point to flurry or not.
I'm gonna say it. However, I will say it sucks balls and laugh at it.
Actually, you can't go to that spot. That's a Kess. So you can go like here if you want. Just kind of shift around.
Okey-doke.
So go ahead and go make your attack.
Oh, so I'm still getting an attack. Okay.
Yeah, you can still get an attack.
Ree! No,
All right, you run up and you swing, and it just kind of like tips its foot up on its heel a little bit. Your fist slams into the heel of its sandal. Just kind of brushed you aside there. All right, Solvi.
Okay. Let's start off with the bonus.
All right, you stab this thing for 8 points of force damage.
Trying to figure out where I want to go. But I think what I want to do is everybody gets well, 6 people, which I'm pretty sure there's less than 6 people who have taken damage, gets the 6 hit.
Okay, so now that's within. Do they have to be within 30 feet of each other?
No, I believe they just have to be within 60 feet.
60
Let me
feet?
check.
Okay.
Yep, they just have to be within 60 feet of me, which I believe everybody
Yeah, that's everybody. So, Eliafira, Torin, Kess, 6 hit points to you.
is. Luther also down a bit? Or no?
I don't.
Looks like it.
No,
Oh.
I haven't been lucky enough to be hit. Or shouldn't be down. Oh, I am down a touch. Why?
Down just a touch. For whatever reason.
There you go.
Well, now you can be back up.
There you go. Is that all out of you?
Yes.
Okay.
She is standing right in front of Cat Girl.
Cat girl.
Mm-hmm. Kess. There is only one remaining. Holy fuck.
Yes!
Demolishes.
Rage! Okay. So that's 3 hits right there.
I've discovered haste on Kess. Good times.
It's kind of terrifying, actually. So that's 10, 20, 35, 40, 52 points of damage from Kess. Okay, that's a thing that just happened there. Yeah, F's in the chat for Cloud Giant. Jasper.
Yes.
It is
Still
your
alive.
turn to behave.
How is it still alive?
It's looking beaten up, but it is still there.
Okay. Let's see. It's pretty crowded up there. Actually, wait. Do I have, thought I had a thing. I don't. Never mind. Is there even anywhere up there I can go to hit?
To
Like, I
get
can't
into
stand on
melee
a-
with it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can stand like right there if you want.
that's more than 25 feet.
That's more than 25 feet. Well,
That's I have a speed of 25. That's 30.
I mean, you can get right above Kess. Gets a little precarious, but it's not bad.
I wasn't sure if that was a place I could be.
Yeah, it's mostly covered. You just, make sure you don't jump backwards. But you can get up in his face.
Sure, what I'm thinking. Oh wait, no, that'll hit everyone else too. Why is everything I have an AOE?
Because a lot of things involving Earth generally are. Oh god, magical kitty game, yeah.
Actually, let's see if I cast something. Crap, where's the right button? Right here, that hits within 5 feet. Would it hit him?
Yeah, basically if it's within 5 feet of that space, it's basically every adjacent square.
Basically, every you cut out again.
If it's 5 feet from that square. It's every adjacent square. So yeah, you'd be able to hit him from that one.
Okay. I believe. What does a higher level of this do? No, I'll just do it at this one. I think. Wait.
If it's a damaging spell, it's usually an extra dice worth of damage.
Third or higher increases by 1d8. How many slots do I have left? I'll just do it at second level. So a Dust Devil. There.
Okay. So it's what, 15 feet pushed away if it fails its strength save?
Yes. Something that giants are notoriously bad at.
Yeah.
Strength.
And Carl just gets swept up in a dirt tornado.
Yeah, it flings the halfling right off the cliff.
It's farther away.
Yeah. So, yeah, on all its good saves, it just borks. Because fuck this giant. So it's blasted. Now, is that a concentration spell, or is it just...
It is. My other goes away.
Okay.
I forgot to mention that.
That's fine. I just wanted to double check that. God, that would be also funny if both of them could exist at the same time.
Is that a 10-foot move?
That was 15 for him.
Oh.
It just doesn't seem like much because he's just so damn big.
No, I thought it was only a 10-foot. Or wait, is it?
You said 15, I thought.
Is pushed 10 feet away.
Oh, okay, so then he's...
And then my
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Devil stayed.
Yeah. Come on. There we go. -7. It is blown away to the edge of this precipice where it's kind of got its back heel on a different pillar behind him. And we will repurpose
Actually, wait.
this.
I just want to clarify. The spell says anything that ends its turn within 5 feet. So, would he not take damage until after his turn?
Technically, yes, but
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
yeah, under normal circumstances, yes, we'll just kind of play it as it lies right here. But yeah, normally it would activate. Well, it's kind of like you're casting it up immediately, and then it would be on its turn afterwards. So
Okay.
whatever, yeah, that works.
Wanted to make sure.
All right, you still have action or bonus action and move available to you.
I believe it was that square.
All right.
Because it had to be unoccupied.
Okay.
Bonus action and move?
Yes, at your disposal.
So, right about there, I guess. 10 away.
All right. Ending your turn.
Actually, I can move that. Can I move that as a bonus action this turn still, or?
It's a bonus action to move.
I can move the Dust Devil up to how many? Up to 30 feet in any direction.
Yeah, sure. It's legit.
And if it sucks up if it moves over sand, dust, loose dirt, or light gravel, is there any of that?
Yeah, quite a bit.
So I'm going to move it. I guess. Wrong freaking arrow pointer.
Did you just give him testicles?
Why?
God damn it, Kess. This is why we
Yeah.
can't take you anywhere.
Those are some really high up testicles. Just
Can we move it up there?
You don't know his
Right
life.
there. Wait, he can't get away.
I mean, guys,
Oh, wait. It has to stay within 60. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, 60 feet is not a problem here.
I wasn't sure what it was.
All right.
Okay.
Miss Cat, it is now your turn.
This cat.
Miss Mew Mew. Your spirit is current little fey kitty spirit. You can go ahead and hit that up. So 5 points to Torn and an additional 8 to anyone injured. Okay, it's half in that that radius, so. Oh, 10-foot radius. Yeah, he's kind of obscured, but he's also kind of standing above the cloud too. So. That's the thing. So.
Just wanted to make sure it was known.
Yes, that is very good to know. All right, so Cat Girl, what is your turn?
Sorry, I was looking for anything that wasn't a con.
Actually, I don't think I did.
I don't think you did.
Think.
So really don't have anything.
Well, there's always something to do.
Yeah, I So this is for Kef.
Kess gets a healing word. 9 points of healing, which, again, everybody gets an additional 8 hit points.
Again?
Again.
unicorn is awesome.
Sparkly unicorn.
Thank you.
what's
Cass,
it?
that means you get second.
What was that, Ken?
What's its cutie mark?
It's a cat paw. You know it is. And yeah, it is kind of an OP, but it's also a long rest charge. It is kind of an emergency button.
It has carried us through this.
And it's amazing because for every hit point Kess gets healed, he can take 2 points of damage for each.
Yeah, that's why Kess is a fucking sponge.
Operation Meat Shield.
Pretty much. Anything else? You still
No.
have an action.
Oh.
From the looks of it, everybody's doing perfectly fine now.
Question: can that giant see Sylvie and I?
It stands to reason that it probably could.
I just didn't really want to get hit.
That
Yeah.
may or may not.
A good action to never forget, especially if you're kind of always in the back and ranged, is you can do the full defensive action, which is any attack against you is disadvantaged. It's something monks can do as a bonus action, but you can do a full action to do.
Hey Quinn, with my feat that I have, if that was to happen, would that provoke?
I don't believe. I think it has to be a melee strike.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I didn't fully understand what I'm saying.
You could, as an action, you can take the defense option to basically. It's kind of like patient defense, but whereas monks can do it as a bonus action, you have to use your actual action for it.
Okay.
So
then
by doing that, anything that attacks you has disadvantage.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Oh, Christ, where is that? I know I've got that bookmark somewhere for feats.
Ooh, I never realized this.
Go on.
It actually lists also if they disengage
Yeah.
that they provoke as well.
Yeah, and if you hit them during that, their speed drops to 0.
They're dropped down to 5 feet range.
With your sentinel, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, their speed becomes 0. If they try and move away from you and you smack them, their speed becomes 0.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so if you hit them with sentinel strike, they just don't move.
They go nowhere.
Yeah. Within 5 feet of you, makes an attack against a target other than you. No. So yeah, you can make a reaction strike if it doesn't strike at you.
Okay.
So you're doing your defense. You're not moving anywhere.
Well, would it be worth moving behind the rocks that are like 5 feet away? Because I'm not sure how high they are.
I said they were about 5 feet tall.
Something like that.
And she's like 2?
She's 4 foot tall.
My bad.
And the giant is 24 feet tall.
Oh, that's the thing.
That's the thing. These things are kind of large.
Okay, is it an?
But he's also 35 feet away
Yeah.
Well,
and
you could
surrounded by
always
some
do a
dust.
partial cover or something like.
Yeah, you can duck down. And it's just it might still be able to see you just because of height.
Well, I mean, even so, it's
Yeah, it's still partial cover.
Okay.
So it'll give you some bonus.
Next question. Is it an action to take my Savi with me?
Basically, to move a creature uses double your. Basically, you would spend an additional 5 feet of movement to drag along a willing participant. So basically, you spend twice the movement, and you can drag someone along.
I volunteer.
You're not in range.
Oh, I know.
Okay. So, Toby and I are gonna go hide over here. Good luck, you guys.
Okay, so you scoot her along. She's still more in the open to you, but you're there. All right. Alfir moves up to engage. And makes a couple of attacks. Heap. Nope. Alright, he hits once for 11 points, but gets smacked with one of the an errant bit of debris and falters. As yeah, we got a morning star coming in, which is deflected, thankfully.
Do I get a reaction for his reaction?
I mean, he did attack something that wasn't you.
That'll teach him.
That'll do that.
No.
So that's
Sword
another
Giant.
19 points of damage. Okay. And the creature will throw a rock at the cat.
Which cat?
Yes.
Oh god.
No, the one that's healing everything. So even at disadvantage and whatever penalty that would be, even
Oh, I
at a
can't
minus
use.
5, that is going to, yeah. However, for attacking a creature that is not him, Alfir will...
You already used your reaction cast.
Oh,
yeah, you
that's what I
used your
thought.
reaction.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know he had the same feat.
Yes, you have 2 tanks in your team.
Oh god, that's gonna be freaking fun. Oh, he attacked him instead of me. I get an attack. Oh, he attacked instead
Okay.
of me.
Here's my thing, and this is going out to... Let me double check to make sure this is something I can do.
I don't believe Sentinel stacking works. I think there's like a Mike Merle's verdict on that or something, but it's up to you as well. You are the DM.
Well, what do you mean stacking is the thing? It's
Sentinel can only be effective on coming from one attacker at a time per creature.
well, this was 2 separate instances, so because
Okay. I mean,
yeah,
you're the
yeah. Well, I'm
starter.
just saying it's technically on Kess's turn, or not on the Kess's turn, but on Alfir's turn, he flubbed, which caused a reaction attack. And then on his turn. So I'd imagine Sentinel can only go off on 1 initiative count at a time.
I'm not sure on the specifics. I was just throwing it out there though, because it's one of those weird semi-combat breaking things.
All right. We'll go with it for now, but look into it after the fact. So this might be the only time that it actually works. With that, now, my question on for Sentinel, where do we figure that comes in the priority list?
The
Is
attack
it
made
the
always
attack?
goes first,
Okay.
followed by any reactions.
All right. That's kind of what I thought, but I wanted to double check that.
It's like a ready to action always comes after the action.
Makes
Like-
a lot of sense, and I'm okay with that.
if it's
Oh.
melee. Otherwise, it's trigger based. So,
Yeah, okay. Well, so for his sentinel, he is going to... Okay, never mind. That wouldn't work. Damn, that would have been fun. All right. This is obviously not a humanoid. But we will, can't become...
Crap.
Yes, there is magic going on here.
And it's a
Oh,
gathering.
okay, those are... Alright, that's... Yeah, it is a gathering magic. So he's going to... burn that spell slot... and make an attack with his... smite. And that'll... 22 points. Okay. Yeah, so that's... He's barely hanging on after that. But, Elia, you did suffer that damage, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution save, please. Yep, that, your concentration falters, and your healing spirit drops. And, yeah.
Does that mean there's no more glitter?
Yeah, there's no fake kitten sitting on your shoulder. It just kind of out of existence.
Rude.
That brings us to Luther.
all right. I'm gonna start with. Could I reach the guy from here?
From where you're at?
No, from this square here.
Yes, you could.
All right. Well,
What's the path?
I'm
What's the path
going
you're taking?
Boo, boo, boo. I'm going to. So, that's okay, or do I have to go?
Going through that area. You just make an athletics check for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're fine. Parkour.
Awesome. I don't have to try and ride the dust devil. That's cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna think about it. Could have been
Or
awesome.
get out of its threatened range.
Mm-hmm. The drawback to having a 10-foot threat. I will booming blade. Again. Oh, it's not happening.
You are flanking it, however.
All right.
You are flanking it with Kess.
Cool.
So yeah, you kind of hop off these rocks, kind of sparring around, go up, and you jump up and jam your dagger right into the small of its back, and you thrust really hard in there, and you feel like you've hit like bone, and kind of twist the knife around, and you hear something crack.
Oh.
As you kind of, as you hop back, it kind of crumples back towards you, but falls into this gaping abyss and just tumbles out of sight.
No, the loot.
Can someone please say bye, Felicia, for Torin?
Felicia.
Thank you.
That is delightful. So as this creature falls out of view and this strained silence starts creeping over the area, You hear a slow clapping as the area around you starts to waver and distort, becoming ethereal. And as the cloud in the haze that envelops the area overtakes you, it begins to turn this silvery white color before kind of blowing away in a gentle breeze. And you see yourself standing where you started in this empty open air arena surrounded by
Damn it,
water.
Morty, it's a simulation.
As you geez, where even is this? Why? Did I not even have this put out somewhere? There we go. As you find yourself standing, ignore the people because they don't actually exist. You find yourself standing in the middle of the Crown Theater. And walking up to you is an elven individual clad in green leather. His blonde hair is tied up into a high ponytail as he's walking there, giving a clap. I am rather impressed with a lot of you. I didn't think that he'd so handily ace that test. That was a lot of fun to watch you fight that.
Well, to be fair, I knew like 2 or 3 of these guys from before, and it just wasn't fair to the test.
Maybe not, but admirable nonetheless. Not a lot of groups tend to make it through that quite as well as the lot of you did. I've got very little to actually say more than that, but welcome. Wow. You guys are in. You've definitely proved that you can handle yourselves. The bad news is that we don't have a house ready for you right now. So we're going to have to put you into the tents for now. But once we have openings into a formal house, we will definitely place each and every one of you. We'll have one of my assistants come by later and give you your care package. It seems like you guys are the only ones who hadn't been placed yet. So it may not be a private house, but you do have the tents all to yourself. If you'll follow along with me, I'll go and show you back to there.
Does this place look familiar to Kat?
Oh yeah, you know this place. This is the arena in Ether. You came here.
This is the arena.
This is the arena.
Oh, in that case, Kess knows where he's going.
You know exactly where you're at. You came here a couple days ago. You rolled back into town to check in on things, hearing that there's actually was essentially a mercenary company, but they style themselves more as heroes for hire. The man who has addressed you is Cadane Montliara. He is the leader of the Raven's Crest, and had set up this test to to see your combat prowess, and in this large group, how you can function in a group environment. Each of you have, for your various reasons, come in here and have sought work, either through the desire to help others, or simply make coin, or the varying reasons to your desire to show up and enlist have been accepted in here. Dominic, you were given basically a set of arrows to use. The ones you have personally for your own use are still on you.
Okay.
And everyone has essentially been using not their primary equipment. You were given replicas of the things that you were using. And you are
using replica spell slots.
No, your spell slots have been expended.
That doesn't seem.
Well, your spell slots will regenerate. Arrows are gone forever. So he leads you from the theater. And, oh wow, that is super zoomed out. All right. And he will lead you down the hill, or kind of down and around the hill, to, and we can...
It's
The arena doesn't technically... It's on technically a higher level to this city. The city is in tiers, and you are on a mountain overlook that from the edge of this you can see far into the forest beyond and far below. The flowing, essentially what is a moat that ringed this area, kind of fell as a waterfall and feeds into the pool in which the Church of the Windswept Flame down below feeds into, and further into the city. And why did that token not show up? There we go.
This way it was like floating.
This is not floating. Essentially, the Crown Theater is built on a precipice. So it overlooks a lot of the city. So you are led down into a small tunnel that's well lit and well expertly carved into a nice, stone pattern.
I appreciate this tunnel.
Yes, it is good masonry going down here, well lit, as you are led down this eastern path.
Could stand to be a little bit dimmer, but yeah.
Well, brightness notwithstanding. As you are led down to what is called the Nest, which is the base of operations for the Raven's Crest.
Oh, I get it. Birds, nest, raven.
Good job.
Thanks.
So you are led through the main gates to this into a grassy area with what has a few farm plots here used to grow crops, specifically as something for an extra job for some of the ravens to do, and things of that nature. I'll have a more blown up map of this next time. But you are led to essentially what is the right of this entrance to what looks to be kind of like a marketplace square. Here there are places for the ravens to barter and trade with amongst themselves some of the spoils they have. There's also a couple. There's also a couple of taverns here, and a large building, which is essentially like a military-style barrack, known as the tents. This is where the people who aren't placed into units and who are awaiting testing rest. It has a couple of lavatories on either side with showers and a small central sitting room. But behind that is rows of about 24 bunks, each with like a little foot chest in front of them for personal belongings. You're given keys to your own individual trunks, and you're basically allowed to pick your bunk there, as Kadane will show you into that. So while you're here, the mess hall outside, we can get you that's where you can take your meals. Yeah, we've got places for you to buy things. Of course, you're free to go down into the city or whatever. We will let you know when we have houses to place you all into. We do have a job posting board which has some missions that were passed over by some of the other houses, essentially. These are not like bunk beds. They're single, like twin beds.
Fine, crush my dreams.
Yeah, sorry. No prison style bunk beds here.
We can stack the beds on top of each other.
I
We
mean,
can still make this prison style.
this is one open air room, just letting you know.
We can make forts.
Potentially.
Only what I meant.
Clearly. So, Kadane will kind of hand you a map. We'll direct you to basically a couple of maps at the entrance in the open area, the sitting room, essentially. One has basically a picture of it is a local map of the nest, and also a more detailed one of Ether itself, so you know how to kind of get around. And Cass, you know most of your way around this place already.
Yep, Cass has already got a game plan.
Of course he does.
Follow through with his goal of starting a.
God. So yes, Kadane will excuse himself and say that there's going to be someone coming in a little later, maybe tomorrow morning, to kind of check on you and get the last of your paperwork. He will excuse himself and leave your group to its devices.
Right.
Alright, anyone who
go
wants
ahead.
a drink, come with me.
Not quite there, Boyle. But I already know you, Cass. What about the rest of you? Where'd you guys come from? By the way, name's Luther.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Luther. My name is Alfier, and this is my wife, Solvi.
Hi.
Fucking rock hard.
From 6 to midnight.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And the rest of you, I didn't exactly catch your names.
And yes, that is a little cat drawing.
And little kitty face. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is anybody else introducing themselves to the rest of the group?
I'm Jasper Barzak. I dig, basically, about it.
I can dig it.
Without looking up from wiping his monocle clean, Dominic Dobkins. That's all you're gonna get right now.
The name is good enough to go on for now.
Torin is going to stand up, and whoever is actually closest towards him is going to hand his notebook over with a little note at the very top. Everyone to
Apparently it has his name and a sign-in sheet.
It is. Make sure you write clearly.
Kess will just mumble to himself, I miss Rel's abilities. And Rel.
But how does cat sign it? Just a big old paw print?
It's probably a grease stain. Let's be honest.
There you go, smudge. Reading the
Well,
will Luther's gonna say, listen, I'm sorry, but I don't sign anything unless it's, absolutely required. Legal issues.
issues.
I mean, with you paying attention as you are, you can certainly catch the names being spoken.
Yes, but I don't know how to spell them. Gosh, Glenn, pay attention.
Yeah, I know this. I'm just saying for your...
No.
Oh, wow, okay, sure.
That I rolled a 4 for dexterity. So
You have penmanship. You can write clearly. It's... Besides, you take the left number first anyway.
I wanted the 4.
You wanted the 4. I mean, if you want to make a scribbled mess, you don't have to write legibly.
I mean, that's just how much attention I was paying to,
That's fine.
what I wanted to write earlier.
So, how long would you say we've been in Ether, or specifically, how long have I been in Ether?
You came with Carl, and it's probably been 2 days here. You were kind of sent along with a letter. Let's see, who would you probably would have been in contact with an individual named Nadria, who apparently has a position of high standing here and deals a lot with religious matters. And he was able to set you up with the two of you up with the interview with Kadane to get yourselves put on the roster, whatnot. As basically there was a letter of recommendation from Lee. So this little blonde elven boy in priest robes had taken your information to the appropriate people to get you set up.
My name's Elia Fura. It's nice to meet you all.
Pleasure, of course.
It seems we've done quite well for ourselves, but that was still rather arduous.
I agree. It's not my thing. I don't much care for fighting.
Well, I suppose skill and desire are two separate things.
Oh, flattering and all. Anyways, it's been a pleasure to meet all of you and fight with you, and I'm sure I might see some of you tonight, but Luther's gonna try and dip out, and he's going to go back and see if he can't start worming his way into either the high up religious area or if there's any open political forum going on.
Okay. So what else is everyone doing?
Right now, ignoring Eliotheria.
Okay.
Kess is gonna go hit a pub up, grab some food supplies, come back, hit the pub again, and cook while drinking.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of taverns you know of. If you want to go upper class, you've got the North Star right off the central square. You also know you can get a good drink at Holidays, which is closer by to where you're at currently.
Yeah, why not hit them both?
Sure. I mean, you are going to pick up cooking supplies, I imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like, stopping at Holidays, get a pint to go. head down to the market district, swing by the North Star. Yeah.
Say hey to everyone.
Yeah.
Because all the pubs definitely know me.
Well, at least one does. And one person. When you're swinging by Holidays, you do notice that Darling is working. So she will she basically takes your order and lets you get on out. You don't particularly know anybody at the North Star. But you go off and gather supplies. For about a gold, 5 silver, you can get a good amount of supplies.
So gold and 5 silver?
Yeah, and you'll be pretty well taken care of for a little while. What about the others?
Well, since Torin met death and came back like 6 times.
He only got knocked out once.
I didn't get anything wins. Probably just gonna go rest for a little bit.
Torin goes and lies down.
Cry a little bit.
Ow. Something of note, not that I think Elia was the only one injured at the end of that fight. As soon as you left the arena, your injuries had recovered. So that was a thing. And with everybody kind of scattering and resting as they do, which would be a good close to this for tonight. Good job, everyone. Holy crap, that was a good litmus test for what the fuck you people can do. So,
Skills of dying, that's for sure.
no, all of you held your own pretty well, and holy crap, you people.
I didn't even have to heal.
Yeah, no.
You can
we have
be more aggressive now.
I was aggressive as shit. I didn't expect to do that much damage.
Yeah, that was. When you get set up, everybody, there was no slacker here, really. No, you did damage. You did good hits. You just, you tanked a couple of them. That's all. Okay. Yeah. Dominic is out gambling. What's
Dressed
that?
up and talking like one of the dwarves.
Oh wow. Okay.
Perfectly.
It's got that brogue accent going on
do
there.
I see him leaving? Do I see this happen?
I mean, Dominic does go out, and apparently is mimicking your voice.
Do I see Dominic leave or do I see Jasper leave?
I don't know. Are you disguising yourself as a giant dwarf?
He's just doing it to be a dick. He walks right by him dressed as him.
Okay. Somehow out of this kit, this tiefling dressed up and like used stuff to look like he was wearing your clothes.
Come on, roll disguise or roll sneak or something.
Well, he's not being sneaky about it, but yeah, go ahead and give me a check on your disguise kit. Which, if it's asking your ability, we'll say it's based on dexterity. Because I'm curious.
What,
Could even
what
do
do I
it as
click?
persuasion.
Click your
Because I've
disguise
got
kit
the.
or your
okay.
disguise ability. It should be with tool proficiency, I think. Oh yeah, this fucking brilliant. Even managed to get the full beard in. It's amazing. It's like you but bigger. Like stuffed cloth in there to kind of round out the torso, get that barrel chest going on. It's just casually as everybody was doing their things. It's like, holy crap, that's what it would look like if I was tall.
I am so glad I mentioned it now.
That
like
is
perfect mirror image. Like he
Yeah.
raises his left hand, and the other guy raises the other hand. Just
yeah. It looks like you're stretched out in a funhouse mirror, but holy crap, you're kind of seeing double. That is incredible. In fact, you walk into Totalin and get his inheritance. No. Okay, that is. We'll pick this. We'll pick up this brewing insanity next week. Yeah. So, thank you all for joining. This was amazing. I just noticed the freaking Bob Ross emote. Where did you even get that?
Pixel Bob.
That is amazing. So yes,
That is Jasper's face, by the way.
currently now, yes. So I believe the understudies are meeting again Sunday because of scheduling conflicts. We will be out. Is it just Torin, or are the both of you?
I will for sure be out, but the other one's up to.
I probably won't be out.
Won't be out or won't be in?
Won't be out.
Okay,
Probably.
so you may be here tentatively. All right, that's fine. So I'm gonna look forward to that, and then next Monday/Tuesday, depending on time zone, we'll see the conspiracy further at work. And bid you all a good night.